It's so exciting to be in a political Zoom call with a bunch of people and feel fired up and enthusiastic and optimistic and hopeful. It has not felt like that for a long time, and it is just good for the soul to be amongst you all. Um, 99 seems to be a magical number here. We have 99 days until the election. Also, it has been 99 years that the largest collection of white men in America, the record has been held for the last 99 years by the Ku Klux Klan. 30,000 of them descended in 1925 on Washington, D.C. And it is a truly wonderful thing for us to be unseating the Klan with our group here tonight. We are, it sounds like more than 5 times that number of people have showed up to this Zoom. So congratulations, all of you, for showing up. When I first saw the white dudes for Harris byline, I thought, oh, that's a little cringy. And I realized my own bias, which is we hear about white men congregating and we think of tiki torches and AR-15s and the Klan. And I think it's a really beautiful opportunity for us to take back that identity from those bands of bigots and misogynists, because they don't define who we are. Um, I just want to invite you for a second to join in a little thought experiment with me. Wouldn't it be great if at some point in the near future, an audio tape were leaked of some women engaging in locker room banter where they're saying something like, I hate to stereotype, but in my experience, white men, they tend to fight for democracy and access to healthcare and civil rights and human rights and environmental justice and economic equality and reproductive rights. And in my experience, white dudes tend to fight like hell to put women and people of color in positions of power and leadership. That's how I would love for all of us to be known in the future. Um, I'm not going to take much time talking about the delta between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, because I think that we're all on the same page here. We all know how high the stakes are here. But there are a couple of specific points that I wanted to raise. I remember back in 2016, 2017, having so many conversations with so many friends coming back from Thanksgiving or the holidays and reporting that they just can't talk to their MAGA relatives anymore. Their Trump supporting uncle in Pennsylvania, or their parents who had gone MAGA in Wisconsin. There so many of these conversations stopped happening. And I would invite everybody listening right now to take this as an opportunity to revisit that thinking. A lot of people have already mentioned that people who vote for Donald Trump are not bad people for the most part. For the most part, they're people who've been, like Joseph Gordon-Levitt said, they've been conned into thinking that this magic elixir that Donald Trump is selling is somehow going to magically bring them out of this economically disadvantaged situation that they're in. And we need to understand that a lot of those people just need to have frank conversations with people who are willing to listen and share. And I would invite all of you to re-engage with those conversations with your relatives that you stopped talking to, re-engage, follow again those friends from high school that you unfollowed on Facebook 5 years ago because you didn't want to hear their rantings anymore, and re-engage, because right now it's such an easy conversation to have. It's so black and white, and a lot of people are really single issue voters. And if you can break through to them, you can make a convert. I know a bunch of people are like, I'm not going to vote Democrat because, the Democrats, they were for vaccine mandates, and I'm just not cool with that. But when you hold that up in comparison to when you make the contrast between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris and clearly show the people that you're in conversation with that it is really a question of good versus evil, that it's a question of preserving our democracy or descending into autocracy, it becomes so much easier to persuade people. I mean, I think that in a sense, Mark Hamill, to evoke you again, it's kind of like somebody saying, I don't know, man. I think I'm just like Team Darth Vader because Luke Skywalker didn't have a cool mask. It's good versus evil, and it's an easy conversation to have. So let's start having those conversations again. That's my invitation to everyone. I know it's the most powerful tool that we have in our arsenal. And one more last invitation here. Probably most of you who are on this call have already donated, but really reflect. Can you afford to donate any more? Because it will be the best investment that you can possibly make. An investment in the Harris presidency is the best investment you could possibly make, and the return on those dollars will be innumerable. Thank you all. It's such an honor to be here.